Why would personal credit matter? Personal credit matters because if you're getting a business loan, they're looking at the credibility of the borrower. So you have to have good credit. Having good credit is important. Back in the day, I used to do a lot of flipping, house flipping. Like if your utilization is charged up to 80 or 90%, even if you've made your payments on time, your scores drop. My scores dropped to 580. I was stuck. And that's when I started building business credit, meaning they're still looking at me personally, but I have LLCs and different entities. They have $30,000 line of credit, 20 there. When I charge those up, those don't show up on my personal credit. On a franchise startup or a startup business, you need a business plan. It needs to be good. It doesn't have to be pretty with pictures, but the content has to be relevant because you're sending a file to be underwritten and you're in California and you're sending it to Texas or wherever. That person doesn't know you and they need to understand the business. So generally, if you want to invest in a franchise startup, you generally need at least 15,000 liquid, preferably like 20 or 30. But there's some smaller ticket businesses that you could start and get SBA financing, and we'd have to look for something that would be a good fit under $100,000 investment range, and then be able to leverage SBA financing. Well, if you have good credit and you have good outside income, but you're lacking the equity injection, one is you try to get a seller carry of a portion of it, and then find a money partner, find another equity investor that can partner with you and bring in some money. Well, SBA doesn't make the loans, first of all, so you're not like reaching out to SBA is not going to really help you in that regard because it's banks, credit unions, and non-banks. You need some capital generally. Either that or you have a partner that has money that will bring in equity into the deal. The deal has to make sense. Just because I was showing you examples of like, oh, we can do very low down payment, low equity injection deals. You have to check all the other boxes. Like you have to have a decent resume. You have to have a good repayment history on your credit report. It has to make sense. You can't it can't be like I'm buying $1 million business. And the highest credit limit. I don't have any trade lines on my credit report, and I don't have a job. Right? Like, it's gonna be very hard at that point. If you have your own business right now, and you have like deposits going into your business account of over $17,000 or $20,000 a month, you can get merchant MCA, like merchant cash. It's merchant cash advance. That could be money, but it's expensive money. So like first work on your credit in my opinion. Like don't let your credit get bad. Having good credit is important because if you need early on in business, you need to, like I told you about when I was doing house flipping and my scores went down to 580, you're stuck, right? But if you play the credit game and you start and you have good credit. So when I open a new bank account now with one of my businesses, because they say, hey, do you want a business credit card? Yeah. They still run my personal credit. And because I have scores close to 800, boom, right? I have good experience. They're going to give me 10, 15, 20 grand without even having to show income. And then there's ways to build that. And so now I have multiple LLCs and things that each have credit. So if I need to tap into credit, I have plenty of available credit that I can use, and it doesn't affect my personal credit profile because I cherish that now. Because when money is tight, cash flow is tight, running businesses, you need to, buy more leads or whatever you're doing, buy more inventory. You need access to capital. Generally, for vending, we're usually using the 7A loan product. It's just an easier product to finance. Is it possible to package a bunch of vending machines together and do a 504 potentially? We work with a business opportunity that helps people start and launch vending businesses. And so they'll sell you packages of vending machines, and then we finance. Let's say the customer or candidate wants to buy $100,000 of vending machines. I can finance 90% of that. So I can finance a $90,000 loan. They come in with 10 grand to close the deal. I would probably start a new business entity. I'm not giving you legal advice or tax advice or whatever, but I would start a business entity, and that your NAICS code would be representative of what you're doing with this assisted living facility, or talk to a CPA to give you advice. But your prior experience isn't going to help you. So I would start something fresh that is relevant to that, like keep it focused on the residential assisted living facility, or be able to change the NAICS code. Here's where the mindset shifts for me. It's like, instead of maybe starting with $1 million business, can we get you into a startup franchise where your all-in investment is $100,000 and we finance 90,000? But we could look at the situation. I just say, like, what's feasible. If you have 100 grand, then yes, You could buy $1 million business potentially, and you have good credit. And if the business is cash flowing and it makes sense, then yes, you can. A pre-qualification doesn't mean anything on a business acquisition. If you meet those benchmarks, you're probably going to be fine. Whoever owns more than 20% has to go on the loan and guarantee the loan. If you own less than 20%, you don't. Well, so just the rule of thumb is, look, if you have, if my credit card is high limit of $10,000, then I shouldn't have it charged up over $3,000. I should keep it at 30% or less of the high credit limit. That's the basic rule of thumb. I don't charge anything generally because I get paid a referral fee from the bank. There's one bank on small ticket deals that they don't pay a fee, so our company charges a processing fee essentially. Majority of normal size 7A loans we don't charge fees for.
Are you ready? It's time to get the tools, prompts, and guidance you need to scale your business. With my team of VAs, my calendar stays full with qualified appointments. Now I want to help you do the same. Hi, I'm Bo Eckstein, and I've put together an exclusive ebook that will help you supercharge your productivity, scale your operation, and close more deals using virtual assistants and AI. Here are the key points you'll discover: productivity boost, scalable systems, and how to close more deals. In this free ebook, you'll discover proven strategies I've used in my own business, strategies that have helped me go from doing it all myself to building a high-performing team that runs like a machine. Get your free copy now and unlock the secrets to growing your business faster than ever before. Please visit bizscalingplaybook.com.
Hey guys, Bo Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.